It's Week 13 of the NFL, and we'll see the Buccaneers' electric quarterback. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take him the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Texans at 4-7 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still third down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Operating from the gun, Richardson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native, Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
A first down throw for Mariota. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action now. Mariota. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 33. Mariota now. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. A second down throw here for Mariota. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On third down, Mariota. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Richardson now looking to throw on second down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
To throw is Richardson on first down. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Back to throw again. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. He'll take this to the 46. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 21 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Here's Richardson on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a handoff for Pitt. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Richardson throwing to start the drive. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give to Pierce. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Richardson on 3rd down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into the playoff.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Texans scoop it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines? You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And a short gain down to about the 33. And a great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Richardson. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing, Mariota. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Mariota to throw it. Evans has it left side.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He finds his man, complete. That's Bass. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Play fake, Mariota.
Complete right side to Otten.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Mariota's throw on target to Godwin here.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Mariota. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw, Mariota. Flushed out right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Mariota. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start.
Richardson now throwing on first down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie.
To throw is Richardson. To throw on second down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Richardson on first down.
He gets this one to Mechie.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
On second down, here's Pierce.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A first down throw for Mariota. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Mariota. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the gun, Mariota. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Mariota now to throw on first down. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Mariota looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll throw again. Mariota. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And here on third down as a receiver, you've got to remind yourself not just to get to the sticks, but to get past the sticks. Create a little bit of separation before you put on the brakes and come back to the football. And the ball was right on time. Nice execution, nice completion.
Right back to, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Now Mariota.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mariota again. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. But the Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Mariota on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bass.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. To the air again, Mariota. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Throwing, Mariota. He finds his man complete. That's Bass.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
1st down, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter.
And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception.
Richardson on 1st and 10.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give it one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Mariota. And a catch right side by Evans.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Holding offense.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Mariota. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And here comes the Texans now. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Richardson throwing on first down.
This will be complete to Mechie. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Richardson now looking to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Pierce.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
To throw is Richardson on first down. And that is incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off play action. Richardson. And that's complete to Cooks. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go again with Pierce. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looking to throw. Richardson looking middle, and that's complete.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Back to throw. Richardson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Richardson buying time to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota. And that is incomplete.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Mariota to throw it. And that is incomplete here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. You know, a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
An extra point attempt to follow here. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Here's Jackson. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston set to take over.
And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, Sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Here's Richardson to throw on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake, Mariota. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota over the middle to Smith. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Again, it's Mariota. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Richardson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Pierce now up the middle.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into it. Not a good play at all.
Richardson on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Richardson swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And they'll run with Pierce. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Richardson. This to Jarwin. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward. And he loses the football a second time. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Richardson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The offense on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Mariota now. He completes it to Evans.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Smith catches left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 36, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw Mariota. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
That's another Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. To throw, Mariota.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bass.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bass.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That is caught at the 7.
And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Mariota.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Going for it with Pierce.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Texans, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.